Yeah, so 2-7 is real important, and if you don't get it, ask lots of questions. Mostly it's, does this match that? So it's not exactly a complicated topic, but that doesn't mean you're not confused, because you're like a people. Okay. What numbers did we do on 2-7?
2 through 38.
2 through 38 evens. Number... I didn't change it. I just didn't put the lapel on. Same microphone. It's just this part's usually in my pocket. Number 2 is absolute value. Number 4 is a picture, so I'll show it to you in a second.
Yay.
Number 6, also a picture, so give me a second.
Most of us at work is a picture.
Hello.
Are we gonna watch?
Yeah, we gotta catch up. We gotta catch up with Tony. See what Tony's gonna do. Yeah, I know, but this morning it was Tony. So, well, that's not Tony or Preston. There's Preston. Isn't that guy in the white cap? Preston, isn't that his name? Isn't that the Preston guy? Whoever he is, I don't know. I think so. It is the same time, so it would make sense. That's kind of how television works. I don't know.
It's the challenge.
It's the challenge. But in a minute, it's going to be like pictures of math. Okay.
I like this better. This is more fun.
That's some green.
We don't care about your feelings.
All right. So, math. Here we come. Math time. This is so much cooler. Oh, no. No, I didn't. Look, there's no toes. I chopped off my toes. No, there's not. There's no toe.
There's clearly a toe there.
It's a pinky. It's a defined.
That is clearly a toe.
Yep, there is a toe. You're right. Okay.
Yes, I did it.
Number 4 looks like that. Yes, you did it. Good job. We're so proud. Number 6. Wait, what's happening? Number 6 is way back over here. Whoa. Cameo. It's a me, Mario. Everybody's getting seasick.
What? What song is that?
You need better pasture, what'd you say?
Posture.
Oh, posture.
I'm like a hunch demon.
2-7, number 6. There it is. Huh. Again.
More toes. Wait.
There were their toes in that picture. And also,
It's 4.
4A. Oh, no, that's not 4A. That's the guided practice. Keep going. 6.
I think it's depending on how you count your graph numbers.
oh, I thought that was inverted.
I thought it was.
It is inverted across the y-axis, so it looks the same.
I thought it was like going down.
I did.
No,
I thought it was going down.
no, it's not.
No.
In the parentheses is horizontal shifts, horizontal changes.
My brain thought it was the other one.
Yeah, I know. We've learned. There's number 8. It's dilated. Looks like by 3.
I made it. I did that. I did that.
It stretches vertically.
I made my 8 wide.
Number 10 is a constant function. Number 12 is an absolute value function. Number 14 is on a different page. Here we go. My posture is terrible. Okay, number 14 looks like that. It's not blurry, it's shiny.
I did a.
The words say a translation of the graph of y equals x squared up 4 units.
Linear graph.
Oh no. Okay, number 16 is right there.
I did that one correct. I did that one the opposite way.
Number 18 is that one.
Oh, I got that right.
I don't even know what I did. I just wrote the parent function. I didn't even.
Oh, no. Number 20 probably already has a picture. Actually, let's go back. Here we go. 20 is right there.
It's so pretty.
It is so pretty.
Why is it?
Is it?
No,
So
not at all.
Number 22.
I reflected.
Oh,
I made it look
my
down.
other homework.
I did that one.
I made the next. Oh, okay, that one's not there.
Okay.
Number 24 looks like that one.
Why did I do the wrong?
What did we go through? 30? 38?
It was a lot of homework.
It was a lot of homework. Oh my gosh, I had like so many days to do it. What is going to happen?
It wasn't that long. Yeah, we yesterday at like 10:30 at night.
Wait, we're on 26.
Well, stop doing that,
We're on 26.
and you won't have that problem.
I did mine yesterday.
Is my deep authoritative voice helping to motivate you? I hope so.
I'm 26.
That
Well,
is
one more.
26.
I'm 26.
That is 26. No,
That's
we're
26 right there.
That's 26.
Ooh.
I thought it was up one more.
That's
Maybe it's just the
Horizontal compression.
I keep doing them. I thought compression was where it goes out, not in. This was stretching.
Horizontal compression is the other way.
Oh no, I just ripped that out.
Because it was inside the parentheses. Remember, you can like stick dots on the page and get a guess, right? Number 28 looks like that.
Oh no.
30 is like these one.
I did that one correct.
I did that.
32 is like that one.
Okay, but I only did one quadrant.
Okay, but why?
Because it was a word problem.
Yes.
It made more sense because you can't have negative time.
But there's no time in this. Oh yeah, it is minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd argue that that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, no, just quadrant one makes total sense on 32. Probably better than their answer.
But I switched to the x and y axis.
Well, you know, okay, so
But
it would have been. Number 34 is y equals 3/16 x squared. 36 is y equals the absolute value of x plus 3 in the absolute value. 38 is y equals absolute value of x, and then outside the absolute value, minus 4. What questions do we have
34.
from this lesson?
26.
34 is the thirst number I heard, and I figured we would have a question on 34, so that's a good place to start. So take the picture, put it on the screen, and then go over and say words about it. Sounds reasonable.
That was the only one that had me in trouble.
All right.
You got that one right. and that one right.
So 34 is vertically compressed, right?
You are.
Okay. So the
That's not compressed.
vertically compressed. Yeah, vertically compressed. Remember I did this whole thing hand motion-y thing, yeah?
When it's vertically compressed, but
It's-
when it's horizontally compressed, it's
Then it's
stretching.
yeah.
I hate this so much.
Okay. Anyway, so it is vertically compressed, which is why this is a fraction, right?
Wait, I got nothing near that.
Okay. So,
Exactly why we did it.
yeah, that's what we're doing right now. So, we got to figure out by how much. And that's going to be challenging because there's nothing to grapple a hold of. So, we're going to have to YOLO and get a close answer. So, the thing is, what did you get for your answer? Did you just like, I don't know?
I got-
try. I knew it was x squared.
Okay, so yeah, right. You need the parent function, right? Okay, so looking at this graph,
Squared at least.
what you want to find. So normally
I just gave up halfway.
Normally, a parabola goes through 1, 1, which is right here, right? Normally, it goes through right there. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
But it's instead gone down over here. So somehow we got to figure out how much it's gone down by, and then guess. and whatever else. And how to do that, I don't know. I would have guessed a fourth and then moved on with my life. I would have done y equal, if I was you doing the homework, I would have said this is, or I might have even, if I felt snarky, I might have even done this.
If you felt smart.
And then been like, okay, that's good enough. It's about a fourth down from there, and then YOLO from there, right? So you could try to pick some numbers that make sense, like 2, and that one's probably a fourth. Well, no, 2, and actually they're going by 2, so that's probably 1. So, I mean, you could pick some numbers and then just kind of try to fit some stuff that works, but they don't give you enough numbers to get more than something like that as your answer. Right?
We're all just guessing.
Yeah, I mean, because there's nowhere where it clearly crosses at a cross, right? Nowhere. Nowhere on here. So if you did something like this, or maybe you were like, oh, it's probably a little less than a fourth, and you put 3/16 because you were snarky and happened to guess the same thing as the book, great, right? But something like this would be about as close as I would expect you to get. It's something less than 1 times x squared, vertically compressed. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What page is this on?
It's on the page that it is.
Page
113.
All right, what other questions from this set? 18. Let me swivel.
I'm just confused on when we move it up and when we move it to the side.
Outside the parentheses is up and down, and inside the parentheses is left and right.
Okay.
I'm mostly confused on the stretching and compressing because it's different depending on where it is, but they're the same words, but do the opposite.
Yeah. We don't usually, I mean, other than homework, you won't ever, other than on a homework problem, because homework problems sometimes are more difficult than test problems and quiz problems and whatever. But so other than on a home problem, excuse me, what am I saying? Yeah. Other than on a homework problem, we won't ever have a horizontal dilation.
Which is the ones that.
Yeah, stretch and compress things. We won't ever have horizontal ones. We won't even have horizontal reflections on a quiz or a test. Even though if that's the only thing that happens, it's just usually just the same picture, right? Yes, ma'am?
How do you know what type of line you're gonna make? There's absolute value, which is the b, but then other than that,
We only know 4 parent functions as of this moment. So if there's no x, it's a constant, right? It's just flat, because that would be like x to the 0. If it's x to the first is the biggest one, it's a line, right? If it's just x, yeah. If it's x squared, it's a parabola.
Parabola.
Yeah, parabola.
Oh, the one I cannot pronounce.
Okay. What number did somebody said some number?
Somebody said 18.
18. Okay, let's look at 18.
Where'd the air go? It's hot now.
Yeah, I know. What happened to your room?
Well, I set it to 73 today and forever
Why?
because they're whining about power. I don't know that it has anything to do with that, but I think it's probably just the power company, but whatever.
You said we're looking at 18.
I am looking at 18, but I don't need that no more to do 18. 18 is y equals x minus 3 squared. What's the parent function here?
It's 5, not 3.
Thank you. What's the parent function here? It's quadratic. So this is the parent function. So we're looking for something that looks like that. How is it transformed?
It is something by -5.
Something by -5, that's true.
Let me look.
It's right here.
I don't remember any.
I can tell you where it is.
It is horizontally shifted. Which direction?
That way, because of the
Yeah, so to the right 5, right? So we go to sketch us a graph. We count over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We put the vertex right there. We go up 1 and over 1 and back 1 and up 1, and then we connect the dots, and then and Bob's your uncle, and there it is.
It's a beautiful parabola. Or maybe not beautiful, but it's a parabola.
So if you were going to build a table, which would be a good thing to do, what numbers would you pick for your x's?
One, probably -1.
-2, -1, 0.
I would pick some over here, right? Because I know that it moves over here.
1, 2.
So I would put like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
If I put a 5 in here, 5 minus 5 is 0, squared is still 0. If I put a 4 in here, 4 minus 5 is -1, squared is 1.
6 minus 5.
It's going to be the same thing, right? If I put a 3 in there, 3 minus 5 is -2, squared is 4. And that's going to be the same thing. Magic. Math is magic if you understand it. If you don't, it's like not so understandable something. I don't know. Whatever the opposite of magic would be. Pedantic. No. What?
I said reality.
Reality. Well, maybe.
How do you know magic is real?
See, instead of being supernatural, it would just be.
Well, is magic defined as the supernatural? That's what is the definition of magic?
Let's ask Google.
Asimov, I think it was Asimov. It could have been Clark, but Asimov, we'll go with that. Asimov said that technology, I'm misquoting slightly, but significantly advanced technology will always be perceived as magic to those who don't understand it.
Influencing the course of
We can do 26.
using mysterious or supernatural force.
Mysterious. Because
Another parabola.
Or as a verb, it would be to move, change, or create by or as if by magic. Why does magic's definition contain the word magic?
I feel like magic is like a circularly defined thing in a lot of ways.
Used in magic or work.
Magic is magic.
What is that?
Supernatural powers.
Questionable.
Wonderful. Exciting.
What's the parent function?
Quadratic.
It's quadratic, so it's going to look something like this.
Beautiful.
How has it changed?
Horizontal compression? No, stretch. Horizontal.
It's horizontally stretched, so it's going to go
How do we know that?
because it's inside
Oh, yes.
and it's bigger than 1. So it's got a vertex at 0, 0 because it didn't translate anywhere, right? So pick a few points and then YOLO. What do we want to pick?
0.
This one, our typical one's probably our great idea because it didn't move anywhere. So I put a -2 in there. What's -2 times 3? -6 squared is
-36.
36. Put a -1 in there. -1 is what?
-9.
-3 squared is 9.
You're confusing me, Landon.
What problem is this?
This is 26.
26.
So then we just stick those dots on a graph and, then you got it.
I feel like in every single example we've done, it's been 9. It's been the same.
So for this one, you have a point at 0 and go up by 9? Like
Yep.
y-axis?
1 and 9 and -1 and 9 and then 36 and then
Okay, so I did the right concept, but did it wrong.
okay.
But
Put some points in there.
why-
And then you'll go the right.
But it doesn't make sense.
Put some points in there and it won't matter whether it makes sense or not.
So out 1, up 9?
Mm-hmm. Negative 1, 9, and 1, 9. So negative 1, 9, 1, 9. 236.
Pretty stretchy.
It's just kind of like.
Does it make sense? Where is he confused? Like how to plot points? Okay. Okay. Well, then I don't know how to help you then.
I was curious why we were doing why we went up on this one, not the other one, and then I looked at the actual problem and I was like, that makes more sense now.
Well, good. Helps to.
It's not
Reading is useful. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
If reading is useful, can we stop back and read books?
What are you saying?
Like when it's, are you trying to just like kind of match it with what's there?
Where'd the book go?
With the like y equals a in the parentheses, but not the rest.
Yeah.
No,
But
you
then
have
there's
to import books.
x plus h.
Yeah. Minus, but yes.
So you're just like matching, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not all there. So whatever was before.
Right. Yeah. If it's not there, yes. If it's not there, then it doesn't have that kind of change. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. 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 Okay. Let's do 2, 8.
The author that published his first book when he was 16, or no, is that something different, or do you not?
Who are you talking about? Yeah, some age like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Inequalities. More pictures. All right. We get to check in with Tony and Preston briefly.
Yeah, let's go. I love Tony and Preston.
Tony, we met this morning, and he's, according to one of the girls in my class this morning, is an ugly looking dude. And Preston seemed cool, but I've only seen him once, and then I think he was in the group earlier, or I could just be being racist.
I saw Brad. I saw a Brad guy just a second ago when he turned it on.
A Brad guy? Well, there you go.
He had a beard, a big beard, and a big.
We know who you are. We know what you
It
do.
looked like a typical Brad.
I don't think I was just being racist, but I did only see him for like a second, so in both times. So, oh my gosh. Turn on! There it goes. Freaking cows. Let's go. Wow.
That sounded more like Luigi. That's the thing.
Yes.
Thanks.
Tree.
Please show up. I don't have.
Mine will just appear.
Why is the TV not showing up?
That's a good question.
No, where are they?
Have you tried turning it off and on?
You literally saw me do that. You literally saw that happen. I haven't done that yet.
What?
So spooky.
Ugh.
Spooky.
What is this, American Horror Story? Oh.
You look at the good stuff.
I just want to show the math.
But we don't want to see the math.
I do. I want to see if I was right.
We no speak Americano.
Didn't we already get the answers to all of these questions?
Yeah, what's the second set of math?
Oh, boo.
Oh,
Shows how much I'm paying attention.
Okay.
I thought we were.
Hiya. Hello.
I think I did some of these wrong.
Yeah, I think I did too. My shading especially.
I think I did most of my shading right.
Is that a Granger ad?
It's clearly a Hyundai. Oh my goodness. I don't know why it's not showing up.
It's happening.
It's broken.
0% force. 36 months. I really want to.
Okay, so everybody, hello, maybe have to follow me next door, and we'll look at the other TV. Okay.
We all
No, this next door, this other next door.
Are we all going?
Yeah, we're all going.
Yippee!
Hopefully the little battery will last. Love you too. What's going on in your room?
I'm about to start a class tonight at 8.
There's nobody in there.
I know, but in just a few minutes.
Can we borrow your room for a second?
15-minute minutes.
Okay, we're borrowing your room.
Go. Now you can have these camera and the camera.
We're invading you.
I'm literally never been.
Do we sit in these chairs?
You may sit in those chairs.
No, you have to draw your little teddy bear and see
I guess I can choose where I sit. There's no designated
It's
seat.
so fun.
But I need to be at the back of the room for sure.
You left me.
I did.
When somebody loved me, everything was beautiful.
But now no one loves you.
Nobody likes you. They think you smell bad or something. Everybody's like avoiding you. Okay. Now the other one is coming up. Or is this other one?
Wait till you go to another TV. This won't work.
I don't know. Which Samsung TV? Oh, I'm connected to something. What am I connected to?
Probably on TV.
Our other TV. They all have.
What am I connected to? What's up, Brody? Am I connected in here? No? Losing my marbles. Oh, all right, come back in here.
Our field trip ended so quickly.
That was very entertaining.
That was anticlimactic.
But our
That'll be an
field.
entertaining video to watch.
Will it? Or will it just be obnoxious? There you are. Within my heart, when somebody loved me. Ah!
Is the camera playing? Can it see us?
Ugh.
Sean's camera.
It could be quite amusing watching us.
Yeah.
Well, you'll have to go do it.
Are you going to edit out?
Probably not.
I'll have to watch the video now.
Hey, maybe you'll learn more.
No, I'll just skim through it to the funny parts.
Yeah, that.
Which were always funny.
Looking.
Wow. Harsh.
Sometimes the truth hurts.
Sometimes you're a very
I throw a book at you though.
test that. Actually, I got it.
It's a good thing we weren't shooting at 6K today. Okay.
We have the answer key. Right? Oh.
No, you gotta wait till next week's homework assignment.
Look at the quizzes.
How will that help you?
Quizzes are
only
gonna
for
be some of
odds.
these.
How will that help you?
It won't.
We should have just taken a picture of them.
Okay. What numbers did we do?
2 through 26.
That's true.
That's all on this page.
Actually, 28 was on the next page.
We didn't do
Yeah, but all the answers are on this page, and she just said 26.
Did we?
Number 2 looks like that one.
It's not like you even did that one. Or any of these.
Number 4 looks like that guy. Isn't it darling?
No.
Isn't it precious?
No.
Yes.
I think I may have done that. What? Did you do it or not?
I did it.
Number 6 is that one. Oh. Number 8. There he is.
Yeah.
Mr.
This
America.
one is a little weird because I count differently for the numbers on the graph, so it looks slightly off. So that I have
Is
to.
that a 3?
Yeah.
I'm surprised I got 4.
Oops. Number 10 looks like that one.
Do you always have to go in sets of 2, or can you do like
You don't have to count by twos. You can go by, whatever's.
3 once? What if I want to go like 8, 2, and then like a 5?
You can't go by like changes in numbers unless it's a logarithmic scale, and then that's totally different. And then it does change, but it changes in a pattern.
There's the graphical.
Number 14A looks like that, which means 14B or C is something else. Let's find out.
12. Did you do 12?
I did 12. You were just blind.
Okay, I just was looking at
Yeah, it looks all like that one.
Number 14B is no. That was anticlimactic. Okay. Number 16 is there.
No.
Ooh, your fingers.
Malcolm's fingers.
I thought it was supposed to. I don't know what I thought.
I don't either.
Wait, can I see 16 again?
There it is.
Okay, yeah, I'm just lost. That's it.
18 is like that one. And 20.
Wow, that's a lot of shading.
22. 24. And finally, 26.
Looks funny.
Oh, I did do 26, right? Okay.
My lines are very.
What questions do we have, kids?
16.
16.
And then after that,
Ow!
14.
My, ow, oh, my head.
And then after that, 14.
Liz, you can so much of your. You're using B plus 2 in my face.
Three.
Ah.
So you got it wrong.
Yes. You're okay. Don't worry about
I
it.
already did that with Liz. I only got a couple wrong. I don't understand how I got most right on this one, but most of them wrong on this one.
Because
Logic doesn't logic.
You understood one concept better than you understood the other concept.
But they're like the same concept.
No.
Well, because this uses the concept we did over here, just adds a step. It's like the same thing. Just with a less than or equals to, or greater than or
You're
equals
just
to.
better at greater than anything.
okay, what should we do, kids?
You gotta move the 4 over.
We do got to move the 4 over. How do we do that?
You
Add, subtracted. What?
You subtract it. Okay, so, but don't you just.
Yes, that's exactly what you do.
What's the parent graph?
Okay, so what I did was I.
What's the parent graph?
Absolute value.
And you accidentally combined them because you thought that was possible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got -6.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
Rookie mistake.
Rookie mistake. How is it changed?
It has done shifted.
It has done shifted in 2 different directions. Where has it shifted?
Shifted to the right 2 units.
Right 2,
Down 4 units.
down 4. So then we,
What's that?
How's the
because inside it's moves opposite. So we would move opposite of what we expect. So since it's negative, we would think it would be left, but inside is opposite.
Yarhar.
So inside is left and right, outside is up and down.
Yes, that's accurate. One, two, 3, 4. Psh, psh. Solid lines or dotted lines?
Solid.
Hello?
Hey, do you want the electronic papers too, or just math?
No, just the math.
Okay. All right, I think I got 'em.
Thanks. See you in a bit.
Okay, see you in a bit.
I wonder what colysis does.
What?
From that point, you just go up and over.
Yeah.
But if there was like a fraction, but like if I had the x and the
Where are we going to shade?
To the bottom?
To the.
To the bottom?
To both sides. Oh wait, no, wait.
Not sides, up and down. Leave the sides out of your brain because you're going to make mistakes if you think about it in left and right because it's up and down.
Downside.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. I only say that in kind of seriously sounding things, not because you're in trouble or being dumb. You're not being dumb, but that's a really common mistake to make. And the reason why the mistake is made is because back when we were looking at number lines, it is left and right, right? But you want to think up and down. Why are y'all all talking when I'm talking loud? Talking about math, I'm not even talking about anything stupid. Talking about math. When I'm talking about math, you shut it.
Can we do 26?
Yeah.
I said 14 first.
What
You
was
can't
24?
do that. It will never work. You have to, when we get done with the problem, you have to say it then, because I'm not going to remember. It don't count unless it's at the right time.
Okay, fine. You win, I guess.
All right, what else are we going to look at?
14.
Yeah, but then I went on this whole spiel and forgot. 14.
I'm a victim.
You did not say it first, technically. Technically, he said it first.
Okay, but I said it.
You did it second first. What? Yeah. Yeah. What?
On some of the problems you have the slope and you're just like going 1 over 1.
Well, if it has a slope, you're not going up 1 over. If it has a slope that's not 1, like if the slope was 2, you'd go up 2 over 1.
Well, I thought you had search.
Like an example where it didn't.
I didn't have an example where that happened. That's false. April's guidance counselor says she needs a combined score of at least, there's your inequality, 1,700 on her college entrance exams to be eligible for college of her choice. The highest possible score is 2,400. There are 1,200 possible points on the math portion and 1,200 on the verbal portion. The inequality, x plus y is greater than or equal to 1,700, represents this situation. Look, they even give you the thing. It's like easy money. Where x is the verbal score and y is the math score, graph this inequality. So we're supposed to graph x plus y equals is greater than or equal to 1,700. So how do we graph that?
We get it into the y or the slope intercept form, but for inequalities, right? Or no?
Yes, but I was trying to, this problem is actually going to end up being an absolute value problem, isn't it? Is that what it ended up being in the key? Let's look.
It didn't look like it. I don't think so.
I don't remember. Let me look. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. I see why you're asking about it. Okay, great. So it's y is greater than or equal to negative x plus 1,700, right? So,
Pretty big number.
Yeah, you just do like sets of 100 and
yeah, that's fine.
for sets of
No, Liz, you have to count by 1 for each one.
get another page.
So, it's not, what we're about to graph doesn't look like this. Oh, yeah, it does.
Oh.
Yeah, it does.
I remember it looking like wrong, but maybe it wasn't, I guess.
So, yeah, there's other puzzle pieces involved is why it looks wrong. Because there's caps, which is why it looks weird. So, we're going to go up 500, 1,000, 1,500, and then 1,700. We're going to put a dot, we're going to go down 1 over 1, and we're going to make a graph that looks like this. Right?
Why?
What does this say? What do you mean why?
Do we make a graph that looks like that?
Why would we not? I don't understand. Where I don't know where you're confused. I'm confused.
Neither do I.
I'm confused about your confusion.
I'm just confused because you said it was going to be an absolute value.
And well, I was thinking about a plus or minus thing, and it's not actually going to be represented with absolute value. It's going to be represented with some limits. So
Above shade.
we would shade down below here.
Why prayer?
We would shade down below. What is the matter?
Because the thing is y is greater, so you shade above, right?
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, we would shade above everything, but we're not going to actually shade above everything because the domain and range are kind of restricted, right? We got to go back up and read about what April's guidance counselor told her, because you can't get infinite score on the whatever test this is.
No.
Not possible, yeah? Yeah. So you can get at 1700. What is the highest possible score? 2400. What's the highest possible math score?
1200.
What's the highest possible verbal score? 1200. So we've got caps at 1200, which is about there-ish. So we've got more lines involved on this graph. And then the other cap is also at 1200, which is about there-ish. Right? So all we would actually shade is this.
She better do good.
That's why the graph looks weird. It's because of those. If you made a perfect score, you would be right here. But anything in this score anything in here is passing. Is what the situation is happening here. And then it says if she scored a 980 and a 680 and a 910, what's 680 plus 910?
Not 7. It's like 1690.
1690. She was so close, but no, failed.
What a loser.
What a loser. She should retake it. What is this thing? On what? Oh, college entrance exams? Yeah, I assume you can retake it. Go retake it, April. Yes, ma'am.
Is this because it's an inequality? Because you said put it into slope-intercept form.
Yeah,
Not
that's slope-intercept.
slope-intercept
Yeah, it's
form.
beautiful. I
But
love
you're
it.
not using the slope. Is it because it's
Yeah,
an
you are.
inequality? You're not.
Yeah, you
I'm
are.
looking for one.
It is not. It's down 1 over 4.
Is it?
Yeah. Which is even what you did. Kind of. I mean, it's like scribble the ugly, but it looks like you went down 1 over 2 is what it looks like you did.
Okay, but like,
But so you actually should have gone down 1 over 4, so it actually should have been even further, unless that's what you were trying to do. Okay. Okay, yeah, you did that. You did it right. I don't understand what you're asking. I'm very confused.
okay, I don't think it's
Well, it looks like you did it right. You just were somehow thinking wrong. Okay. Okay. What other questions from this lesson?
They're
What?
yapping about 26.
What? 26.
I don't know why it looks like.
Oh yeah, 26 is cute.
No.
So cute. Oh my goodness.
Why are they
You said cubed or cute?
I said cute. It is not cubed. It's absolute value.
But it's paranormal.
26 is interesting.
Oh yeah.
26 is a interesting problem. Okay, so 26 is x plus y is something greater than 5.
It does look like a fish.
You look like a fish.
Okay.
Fish plus y.
Okay. I can't graph this like normally, right?
No.
I can't really quite get to this. So,
You gotta put X on the other side.
yeah, but I can't do that because it's stuck.
Oh no.
Are you
Get rid of
making us do
the absolute
the
value.
absolute
I
value?
know.
Oh no, we're doing this again.
It's so simple.
It's minus.
I thought it was.
At the top.
Is it?
You minus the other side, isn't it? You don't minus the
Yeah, I thought you minus the 5.
5.
The
I just didn't do the shortcut. It's about to be that. Because I wanted you to remember that you have to flip the inequality. So I just didn't do the shortcut. Is the only thing. Y is greater than negative 5. Oops. Y is greater than negative x plus 5. And then x minus y is less than negative 5. Yeah. And then negative y is less than negative x minus 5. And y is greater than x plus 5. Which is not that picture, so did I make a mistake?
Yeah. With the x minus 5 is greater than 5, you did negative y is greater than x minus 5.
Oh, this should be a negative x, and then that would be a plus. Which is still not the picture, so what else did I do?
Also, that y is, the 5 is also positive, and then it turns into negative.
What 5 is positive?
On that left side.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Great. And then there's got to be something else wrong, because this is greater than and greater than. Oh, yeah, this one. Thank you. And then I graph both of those, and then I'm done. And it looks like that picture over there.
We graph it right.
Can we do 18?
Yeah, we can. I mean, maybe. I don't know. That was terrifying, but I think we can probably graph 18.
I thought my 18 and my 16 are the same number, and I'm like, oh, okay.
That does look like a
Excuse me.
That was actually really easy. You just gotta.
It was, but it was weird, so.
It's just big. It's scary looking, but.
but you made a rookie mistake.
3, in fact. This problem is silly. This is like a classic homework problem. In other words, it's just like unnecessarily complicated just because.
Why did they put the y plus 8? They could have just put minus on the other end.
Because they wanted to add a little insult to injury. What should we do?
Subtract 8.
Subtract 8.
Yes.
This problem is really stupid. If I was doing this problem in like a college level course, like the first thing you would do on this is do a little bit of phase shifting and stuff. Not phase shifting because this isn't trig, but that type of thing, and you would like make this less complicated. Because this is dumb. Like having a vertical stretch and a horizontal compression, like why do it both ways? It's like stupid. But it's fine. We're just going to plug in some numbers and YOLO it from there, right? So y is less than 2 times the absolute value of 2/3 x plus 6 minus 8. What's the parent graph absolute value? Great, great. How is it changed?
It's shifted left 6 units, and it's down 8 units, and also it's like.
And it's vertically stretched and
Horizontally
compressed. So it goes like this and then more like that, right? Like it's just like smooshed.
Yeah.
Very smooshed. Okay, so let's pick some numbers. What would be useful numbers to pick?
Negative 6.
So the k part of it is always gonna be like the base.
Up and down. The K part is always up and down.
Negative
So negative 8, negative 7, negative 6, negative 5, negative 4. That seem reasonable? Yes. Yes, it does.
Why are we doing negative?
Because it shifted to the left.
Because it's in.
Okay, so I'm going to actually not do that. I'm going to pick something else.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to pick negative 12, negative 9, negative 3,
Yeah, because of the 2.
0. Okay, it's not impossible. Okay, so and you could have picked those first ones and then YOLO'd it on the calculator, but just because it's useful, especially now, the more you can be able to look at a thing and think through, oh, I should do something else, the better. So why did I pick those numbers?
Because of the 2/3,
by
it's
three.
Yeah, because they're divisible by 3, so we can end up with whole numbers in there instead of ugliness, right? That's what we're going for, and that's the. I would really recommend starting to work your brain in that space, because then when we do logarithms later and all of that stuff, that part of your brain will be a little bit exercised and it will be less frustrating when you get there, because you have to use that part of your brain heavily when we get there. Yeah.
Hey Sean, what I did for this question is I plugged in 0 for x and I got the y-intercept so that I could put 0, 0, 6, and then I just
Thank
put
you.
it on the opposite side.
Are any of these y'all's? Nope. Not a clue. Okay. No, because I already gave y'all's. You found the 2 intercepts, is that what you're telling me, basically?
But I found the
Well, the 3
x-intercept.
intercepts.
My bad. The x-intercept by plugging in
X-intercepts, plural, right?
X-intercepts?
There's 2 of them.
Dang it, it is the y-intercept. Okay, yeah. No, the one y-intercept, and then I just put it on the other side of.
Yeah, because you figured out where it was. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so if I plug in negative 12 in there, what's negative 12 times 2/3?
Gosh, isn't that 4?
Well, it would be negative 4 times 2, right?
4 times 8, so
Okay, it's
Negative 8 plus 6 is negative 2 times 2 is positive 4, because absolute value, minus 8 is negative 4. And then let's do negative 9. What's 2/3 times negative 9?
6, or negative 6.
Negative 6 plus 6 is 0. So 0 times 2 is 0, minus 8 is negative 8.
Saying things at the same time, that's so freaky.
That's not right.
Oh yeah, that is right.
I think you made a mistake. 2/3 times negative 9 is negative 6. Plus, oh, that works out.
Plus 6.
Is 2. 2/3, so negative 6 times 2/3 is negative 4, right?
Plus 6.
Plus 6 is 2. Oh, it's because of the horizontal shift. That's why it gets ugly, which means these are probably wrong too. It's not because of the horizontal shift, because of the horizontal stretch. This screws everything up.
Oh yeah.
So, continuing on, let's continue with our points and figure some things.
2 times 2, 4, and then minus 8.
Is
Negative
-4.
4.
And then put a -3 in there. We get -2 plus 6 is 4, times 2 is 8. 0. What? How do you feel about that? Negative 0. 6 times 2 is 12, minus 8 is 4. Did I do that part right?
Would you go 1, 2, 3, and then it would make the same numbers again?
Is this one right?
Hold on, negative.
Be like 3, 6.
Yeah, that's the point where it starts to go back up. Or
That
negative
would,
6.
because it goes -4, -8, -4. So then that would go like, woo.
Somebody stick a, yeah, something.
Oh, no, wait.
One of these is
Negative
wrong.
9.
Something
Negative
is.
9 is where it starts to go back up.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, right there.
I just read my graph wrong.
Yeah, right here. Look at that. Great.
I just read my graph wrong because I doubled the numbers, so it's not so big.
Negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And whatever it looks like. Except. And then.
Yay.
I probably drew that way wrong,
I
but
love the sound effects.
it's like that.
Unnecessary.
No, what's unnecessary is horizontal and vertical things in the same thing. That's stupid.
And I noticed.
You certainly could have a real world situation where you figured that out, but if you were like a real math person, the first thing you would do when you were making this little proof of yours is you would get rid of that and smoosh them into one thing.
Okay.
Goodbye, apparently.
I have a